Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back. Today's update here for Jasmy. We are trading at 0.01037. 24-hour volume, we are up 11.49%, and our market cap is up at 3.26%. Heading over to the chart here, set on a day, we can definitely see that the price is retracing closer to an area of resistance right here where my mouse is at 10,494 here. Now we're going to take a look at different time frames to see any signals or hints of any type of retracements, or is the price going to come up a little bit higher right around the 10,670 for another known area for resistance. So right already on a day, we can see that there is still some wiggle room for the price to come up. We can see that the RSI is at 72 and 53%. As the price is coming up, we can see already that we're coming out of an area of our volume of our supply and demand, and roughly around this area of our resistance line, it's really nothing around here. So the supporting area of our supply and demand would easily get rejected until the price is able to break through that second area of resistance and retrace closer to the 11.11.2 here. We can quickly see our MACD indicator as well. We can see these lines itself is expanding. So it is signifying that the bull run or the trend for the bulls is still currently going. We're going to measure the strength in terms of our different time frames. So heading over to a 4-hour time frame, we can see on here the trend line that we are creating a lot of lower highs is continuing as we are coming up and closing above our 20 MA. If the price was closer to the 20 MA, it would be an alert here that we may actually stop this current trend of a bull trend itself. We can see that the bars and the volume has increased on this candlestick as it was considered to be prior to the candlestick closer to the 20 MA as considered to be oversold, as our RSI was roughly around 11 and 12, and we see that crossover again, another sign, and as strong as it is below our 20% here. Now the price is retracing closer to here at 88 and 81. We can almost assume that these two lines itself can cross over. But notice around here, we had an RSI of 100% and 81%. So again, there is still some wiggle room for the price to come back up again at our second peak right around the 1060 or the 1070 for our second line of resistance. We measure it in the momentum again for our MACD. Getting a little bit closer to a 3-hour time frame right here already, we see some weakness. We already considered to be overbought as seen closer to the top of the Bollinger Band and retracing down. Notice that the Bollinger Band itself is actually narrowing, and that the candlestick currently or the prior is getting smaller in size. So this is a weakness overall of the current trend itself. Going into immediate short term for 2 hours, again, we're still seeing very smaller blocks on a 2-hour time frame. However, the RSI is closer to 38.38. Now, what we can see here is that we've had some areas where the price at 38.38 continued to drop and then bounce before the 20%, found on August 1st here at 25 and 26 until it regained enough strength to come back up and produce higher numbers there. Going in immediate short term of 1 hour here, we can see already the crossover initiated only at 69 and 65 at the peak of this area here, and in different time frames that we have shown, this was the peak of our first resistance line. We can see already that the bars itself or the momentum is going quite small, and these two lines are getting close together. So on the smaller time frames, we can see that the bars itself is getting smaller, the momentum is getting smaller, so it only leads us to believe that a retracement is going to soon happen. The retracement level we're going to do is we're going to sketch out a new fib chart from the top peaks and the down peaks here. So from this peak down all the way to the bottom here of our trend line, and we can see already price retrace closer to 23%. Our golden number here is 38%, but we can't really see a whole lot of area where 38% was good for a good support number. We can see already here at 61%, which is another golden number, the price may actually come back down and retrace closer here. If we extend our trend line at the very bottom, we'll notice the impacting area is closer to our 20 MA and our trend line. So if price does react on all of the time frames and and shows us a huge rejection from that line, we are most likely going to come back down. And what we're hoping to happen is retrace and come close to the 61% and then bounce back up. We can see this node that's sticking out here for our volume, which generated more leads here at 10146 here, just slightly below 61. We need to create a higher low or lower high compared to the previous peak to continue this uptrend for Jasmy. So I'm hoping that's what's going to play in the next couple of hours or so for Jasmy, is a nice bump for support, especially around this area, because this area is going to be a high confluence area, meaning a lot of people are going to be watching if it exceeds and bounces off, or if it's going to dump. And if it does dump, you guys, then the next retracement is at the 10079 here. But we do predict in my Bitcoin video that the price is going to react and retrace slightly down from the indicators there. And hopefully we only stop for Jasmy at this level. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to catch you tomorrow.